Welcome back to Saurav Insight. In a world full of noise and constant scrolling, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. My goal isn't to add to that noise, but to help you to filter it, to connect the dots, so that you can find a moment of clarity. You're hearing my real voice right now, but I use an AI voice for the episodes to keep things smooth and easy to digest. The delivery is digital, but the heart is human. Let's get started.
Wait, seriously? You haven't watched the news in 6 weeks?
6 weeks. I wanted my brain back, so I stepped out of the algorithm, deleted the apps, muted the portals. I just stopped consuming the outrage.
Okay, I respect the detox, but I have to ask, if you aren't watching the news, how can you critique the governance? Don't you need to know what's happening?
Honestly, no, because patterns repeat. When the outcomes are the same year after year, the design flaw is visible, even without daily updates. And from this quiet zone, I actually see something exciting. The muddy puddle of Nepali politics is finally flowing. Balen, Gagan, the RSP wave, it feels like momentum.
It definitely feels different. So what's the problem?
The problem is that the noise is hiding a structural flaw. We are so excited about changing the faces that we haven't noticed the foundation is collapsing.
The foundation is collapsing. That's dramatic. What do you mean?
It brings me to the engineer paradox. Look at Balen. I have a critique for him, not as a politician, but as a fellow specialist. Balen is a structural engineer. He knows, better than anyone, that you cannot build a bridge just by pouring concrete. You need a blueprint.
But hold on. People love the bulldozer. It feels like action. Are you saying that energy is wrong?
No, it's not wrong. People are cheering because for the first time, they feel someone is actually on their side. We were tired of being helpless. I get that. He proved the law applies to everyone. That disruption was necessary. But demolition is only the first phase of construction. If you use the dozer without a blueprint for what comes next, you don't get a city. You just get ruins.
Okay, give me a concrete example.
Take the Tukucha River excavation. Right now, the municipality just reacts. They see a map, they bring a dozer, they dig a hole. It's impulsive. If this were a true engineering project, they would have published a system design before the first engine started.
What would that look like?
Simple engineering. Phase 1 is data. You do an endoscopy. You map the underground reality. Phase 2 is design. You negotiate the right-of-way. You create a resettlement plan for the residents. Phase 3 is execution. That's when you break the wall. Instead, we jump straight to Phase 3. That is not engineering. That is theater. Optics is not governance. It is performance.
That's a heavy distinction. It feels like we're confusing activity with progress.
Exactly. We have democracy. That's the software. But the state machinery, our bureaucracy, our laws, that's the hardware. Right now, our hardware is fractured. You can run the best democratic software in the world, but if the hard drive is broken, the computer will crash.
Okay, I get the hardware analogy, but when you start talking about a national blueprint or central vision, it sounds a bit authoritarian. Is there a risk that this structure becomes anti-democratic?
I'm glad you asked that, because this is where people get confused. Democracy and nation building are two different topics.
How so?
Think of it this way. Democracy is how we choose the driver. Nation building is how we build the bus. Right now, we are obsessed with arguing over who gets to drive, but we haven't noticed that the bus has no wheels. Building a strong structure, strong laws, a professional bureaucracy, a clear national vision isn't anti-democratic. In fact, it's the only thing that makes democracy work. Without a working structure, your vote is just a suggestion box that goes nowhere.
So structure actually empowers the vote?
Exactly. And this leads to what I call structured democracy. A true structured democracy means more power at the bottom. We don't need leaders who just fix things for us. We need leaders who build the system that allows us to fix our own communities.
I like that. So, from your quiet zone, what is the final message to Balen and this new generation?
My message is simple. Don't let the algorithm distract you. Demolition is loud. Governance is silent engineering. Start drawing the map.
Start drawing the map. That says it all. Sarah, thanks to this.
Thank you.